Harry Potter is something that is oddly but constantly intertwined with my career in life. And it still is. My name's Thomas Grant and I play Albus Potter in The Cursed Child. I started acting when I was 9 years old. I went to a great drama club that had a child's agency attached to it. I joined and I loved it, and I got to do some crazy stuff really young. I murdered 5 people in Midsummer Murders when I was 11. So The Cursed Child is my West End debut, and it feels like I've been working for ages to try and do something like this. I auditioned for this show just before the pandemic, and I didn't get through the first round for another character. Then this year I did again for Albus, and it had to be the right part. The casting team was super, super nice and made you feel really safe. It brought the best out of all of us, I think. Harry Potter is something that has been with me since I could read words. I taught myself how to read with it, up to the point 7 years ago where I was actually featured in a newspaper article celebrating the 20th anniversary of the books being released. I was a tour guide for a Harry Potter themed tour in London, and they asked me to be in the feature, and I've got it here, and it says some hilarious stuff about how everyone said I looked like Harry Potter when I was young, and I taught myself to read with it. But the last line, and I found this the other day, and it sent me, was Harry Potter is something that is oddly but constantly intertwined with my career in life. And 7 years later, it still is. The big milestone for me when I got the job and realised that I was doing my West End debut playing this character was reading the script for the first time and just discovering that this character was so similar to me. Because the show is about friendship and kindness and acceptance, the fans really embody that. And you get some messages from people, young people who've been really moved and they can see themselves in Scorpius and Albus, and to know that kids watching it that sees themselves in the most iconic series in the world where they might not have seen themselves in it is just awesome. My favourite illusion of the play is when Harry has to transfigure into someone else, and they do it in the most amazing way, and it's actually the only illusion that I have no idea to this day how it happens, and I have to watch it and be gobsmacked, and I am every day because I'm just thinking, how are they doing this? The House of Mina Lima are the team that did all the graphic design for the movies. They did things like the Daily Prophet, they did the Time Turner in Harry Potter 3, they did the Goblet of Fire, and they took us to their shop, which back when I was a Harry Potter super fan and this show came out, I went to that shop basically the first week it opened and was obsessed with everything. And we got to meet Miraflora Mina and Eduardo Lima. And they took us around the shop and we got to hold some of the original props from the show. They told us all these amazing stories and they gave us a gift at the end. That was definitely the best day ever. Obviously Harry Potter's such a big thing to me, so I put so much pressure on myself to fulfill this kind of full circle moment. But actually, because you're surrounded by so many people, you just don't have to worry. Everyone's got your back, and I feel like I'll go into my next job really enjoying the process before the show opens, which is quite hard to enjoy because the pressure's so high. I think I want to play a role that's really different to myself. Albus is so similar to me, which is so fun because I can let go of a lot of things and just trust that a lot of me's in it. But I look forward to playing a role that's totally different and have to do a crazy accent or something like that, and maybe travel a bit. A message from my future self would be more like Albus, make all those mistakes and keep on making the mistakes because it will get you closer to the right thing.